Welcome to Tuesdays with the Pilgrim, as we continue our reading of John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress. Today we are in chapter 3, and we are going to read parts 4 and 5. A room filled with dust, and patience and passion. Let's get to it. The room filled with dust. Then Interpreter took Christian by the hand, and led him into a very large room, that because it was never swept, was full of dust. Upon inspecting it for a while, Interpreter called his servant to sweep it. When he began to sweep, such a cloud of dust arose that Christian almost choked. Then the Interpreter told a young woman who stood watching, "Bring some water in here and sprinkle the room." After she had done so, the room was easily swept and cleaned. "What does this mean?" Christian asked. "This room is the heart of a man who was never sanctified by the sweet grace of the gospel," answered Interpreter. "The dust is his original sin and inward corruptions that have defiled his entire person. The one who first began to sweep is the law, but she who brought water and sprinkled it is the gospel. Now remember, you saw that no sooner had the first begun sweeping than the dust made such a cloud that the room could not be cleaned by him, and you were almost choked by it. This is to show you that the law, instead of cleaning the heart from its sin by its works, revives and adds strength to sin. Even as the soul sees and tries to get rid of the sin, it has been granted no power to overthrow it. Again you observed the young woman sprinkle the room with water so that it could easily be cleaned. This is to show you that when the gospel comes into the heart with all its sweet and precious influences, even as you saw the young woman still the dust by sprinkling the floor with water, sin is vanquished and subdued. The soul is cleansed through faith and is consequently fit for the King of Glory to inhabit. Passion and patience. I next saw in my dream that Interpreter took Christian by the hand and led him to a small room, where two little children sat, each one in his own chair. The name of the older was Passion, and the younger, Patience. Passion seemed to be quite discontent, but Patience was very quiet. Then Christian asked, "Why is Passion so unhappy?" Interpreter answered, "Their guardian wants them to wait for their best things until the beginning of next year, but Passion wants everything now. Patience, however, is willing to wait." Then I saw someone come to Passion, offering him a bag of treasures and pouring it out at his feet. Passion quickly picked it up, rejoiced over it, and began to laugh scornfully at Patience. I noticed, however, that before long Passion had wasted all of his treasure, and had only rags left for clothing. Christian turned again to Interpreter. "Explain this matter to me more fully." "These two boys are symbols," answered Interpreter. "Passion represents the people of this world, and Patience represents those of the world to come. As you can see, Passion wants his treasures now, this year, that is to say, in this world. This is how the men of this world are. They must have everything they want right now. They can't wait until next year, that is, until the next world, for their good inheritance. That proverb, 'A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush,' carries more weight with them than all the divine promises of the blessings of the world to come. But as you observed, he quickly spent it, and was left with nothing but rags. And that is how it will be with all such people at the end of this world." Christian said, "I can now see that for many reasons Patience has the best wisdom. First, because he waits for the best things, and second, because he will have glory, while the other has nothing but rags." "Not only this," said Interpreter, "but you can add another. Know for certain that the glory of the next world will never wear out, but these present glories are suddenly gone. Therefore passion did not have good reason to laugh at patience, simply because he had his treasures first. Patience will in the end laugh at passion, because he received his best things last. First must always give way to last, because last is still yet to come, and last gives way to nothing, for there is nothing to follow. The one who receives his portion first, therefore, must of necessity spend it in its allotted time. But the one who has his portion last will have it lastingly. It is said of a certain rich man, "Son, remember that in your lifetime you received your good things, while Lazarus received bad things. But now he is comforted here, and you are in agony." "Then I can see," said Christian, "that it is best not to covet the things of this world, but to wait for things that are to come." Interpreter nodded. "You are speaking the truth, for the things that are seen are temporal, while the things that are not seen are eternal. But though this is true, since the present things and our own fleshly appetites are so compatible with each other, and since the things to come and our carnal senses are such strangers to each other, the first of these easily become friends, while the latter are kept distant from each other." Well, there's chapter 3, parts 4 and 5. Next week we will do chapter 3, parts 6 and 7, which are the fire by the wall and the beautiful palace. So I hope you'll tune in then. And until Friday, when we have some fun doing either a story time or cooking in the kitchen or who knows what. Maybe Cousin Ralph will stop by. You never know. But until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.